Have you ever wondered what will happen once you stop caring about what other people think? The opinions of friends, family, even strangers can make you abandon your dreams but also stop you from taking that risk because you care too much about what other people think. If I've learned anything in the last 39 years, when you care too much, you end up staying stuck. So if you want to learn some things you need to care less about, then make sure you watch till the end. Trying to be perfect or perfectionism. When I was decorating this house I'm currently living in, I ended up painting the walls multiple times, even though I knew it would have not made much of a difference. But I did that because I didn't want other people saying I did a crappy job. I ended up wasting so much time but also money because I cared too much about what other people were going to say. This not only stopped me from moving forward, it also cost me financially. Trying to be perfect is not a bad thing, but when it costs you valuable time but also money, it can have a negative impact on your life. I have realized perfectionism will stop you from moving forward. Furthermore, what you see as rubbish, other people will see as perfect. It's okay if you do something for the first time and it's not that great, but the more times you do it, the better you'll become. So if you can stop caring about being perfect, you will save a lot of time, energy, money. But also you will start to see some progress. You might be thinking of posting on social media, asking for a pay rise at work, approaching a girl, or even starting the gym. Whatever it is, don't get caught up in caring too much for the perfect moment, the perfect time, the perfect equipment, even the perfect clothes. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to take action. As time goes on, self-doubt creeps in, so it becomes a lot more difficult to take that first step. So here are some of the things I say to myself when perfectionism is stopping me from taking action. It's my first attempt. If it's not good, that's fine. The more I do it, the better I'll become. If I don't do it now, I will have regrets. If he can do it, so can I. By repeating some of these phrases, it gives me clarity, but it also resets my brain. It reminds me taking action is the most important part, but also I will only get better by trying. It's simple, but it's effective. Sometimes you have to be your own biggest fan to stop caring about what other people think. Shift your focus, don't let other people stop you. Over the last few weeks, I've been taking swimming lessons. Every time I step into the pool, I can feel eyes on me. Parents looking from the sidelines, probably thinking, why can't this grown man swim? And then there are kids who are probably having the same thought. Sometimes it can make me question, what am I doing? It's easy to get lost in that mental spiral of caring what other people think. That's why you have to learn how to shift your focus. Instead of caring about what other people think, start to care about what matters to you. Therefore, when those negative thoughts creep up, I start to focus on what's important to me, but also what I want to achieve in life. I remind myself why I'm learning to swim, but also those people do not impact my life, so why should I let them influence my actions? Furthermore, there's a good chance they're probably not even thinking about me. It's all in my head. Therefore, you shouldn't let another person's actions influence your decisions. By prioritizing my own growth but also keeping my purpose in mind, I naturally care less what other people think. Focusing on the wrong things. So when I was younger, me and my cousin were like this. He's 1 year older than me, but he was always better at sports. So on this particular day, we all decided to go to the park. At the end of it, me and my cousin decided to have a race. We both set off. I got ahead, but instead of focusing on trying to win the race, I was too busy focusing on him. I ended up tripping up, grazing half of my face. Not only that, I lost the race. Still think he tripped me up. Why? Because I ended up focusing on him. When you focus on someone else, you can't focus on yourself, so you will always end up losing. There will be times in life when people overtake you. But if you focus on yourself, continue to work hard, continue to turn up, you will not only catch them up, you will end up overtaking them. Comparing yourself to others. When you care too much about what the other person has, You end up losing focus, motivation, but also the desire to work. It's not your fault when all you see is everyone living their best life, but what you don't get to see is the sacrifices people have made to get where they are. Instead of looking at what the other person has them feeling down, use it as inspiration, use it as fuel to work harder. If the other person has something you want, they've shown you you can also have it. Therefore, stop measuring yourself against others. If you're making progress, that is the only thing that matters. Remember to celebrate your wins, big or small. Start feeling proud of your achievement. Limit your time on things that make you question your self-worth. That could mean spending less time on social media. Focus on what you have, not what you lack. You will realize how blessed you are. Remember to use other people's success as inspiration, but also fuel to achieve everything that you want. Stop caring about what the other person has, but also start to focus on yourself. Surround yourself with the right people. They say you're an average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your friends care too much about what other people think, you will also start to think the same way. So I want you to take a second and think, who are you spending the most time with? Are they bringing you up or bringing you down? As men, we care how we look. We want to be accepted by other men, but those men could be stopping your progress. The people you surround yourself with can influence how you think, how you move, but also how far you will go in life. Looking back, I would do anything to impress my friends, even if it cost me. But let me tell you right now, it never ends the way you want it to. That's why it's important you surround yourself with the right men. Not men who you feel you have to prove something to, but who are pushing you to achieve better and greater things. Being around these type of men will force you to level up without sacrificing the most important things. Caring too much about what other people think is a symptom of a weak environment. Therefore, make sure you surround yourself with the right type of men so you can achieve everything you want. Embrace rejection. Caring too much about rejection can stop you from taking risks. But let me tell you this, I've been rejected so many times throughout my life. Every time I get rejected, I use it as an opportunity to learn. If you're caring too much about rejection or not being liked, you need to think like this. The other person is only seeing a preview of who you are. Within a split second, they have to make a decision whether you're crazy or not. You also have to understand past trauma could affect that decision. Therefore, too many men take rejection personally, whether it's a job interview, a girl, or even other men. It can be painful to get rejected, but you have to also remember you can't change the opinion of others, but you can change how you present yourself. So improving your communication, your charisma, the way you look, your personal hygiene are some of the ways you can reduce the chances of getting rejected. Therefore, the next time you get rejected, take a little bit of time to review the interaction. Over time, you will care less about the rejection, but start to care more about how you present yourself. Take action despite fear. How many times have you worried about something only for it to turn out fine? That thing is fear. It can make you think twice. Your mind loves to create a worst case scenario to protect you, but in reality, it never turns out as bad as you think. A lot of you guys want to do something, whether it's start the gym, wear a suit on the weekend, start your self-improvement journey, but you fear what people are gonna say. Let me tell you here right now, nobody cares. The biggest lie fear tells you that other people are watching. People actually are waiting for you to mess up. But the truth is, everyone is too wrapped up in their own bullshit. You know what's scarier than caring about what someone's going to say? Looking back in 10 years, knowing that you let fear hold you back. Regret is painful. The what ifs will haunt you forever. That's why I don't want you to let fear ruin your life. Facing your fear is difficult, but the high you get after conquering your fears is out of this world. Remember, you're going to die. I know this sounds morbid, but one day we're gonna have to leave this beautiful world. But until that day, you don't want to spend a lifetime of caring what other people think. So I want you to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's just go say hi to someone, attend a yoga class, wear a suit on the weekend, eat some sushi. Remember, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. Now, if you think it's too late to change your life or you feel like you're falling behind, you might find this video helpful.